What do commit and rollback do in SQLite? Imagine you're working on a project and making a bunch of changes to your files. You want to save them all at once or maybe undo them if something goes wrong. That's kind of what commit and rollback do in a database. When you're using SQLite with Python, these two commands help you control how your data gets saved or discarded. In SQLite, commit is like pressing the save button. When you make changes to the database, like adding new records or updating existing ones, those changes are temporary until you tell the database to save them. When you call commit, it makes all those changes permanent. This means other programs or users can see the updates, and they won't be lost if your program crashes. On the other hand, rollback is like hitting undo. If you're in the middle of making several changes and realize something is wrong, calling rollback will cancel all the changes made during that transaction. It reverts the database back to how it was before you started making those changes. This is especially helpful if an error occurs or if you decide not to proceed with the updates. When you work with SQLite in Python, you usually start a transaction by executing some SQL commands like inserting, updating, or deleting data. These commands are not saved immediately unless you call commit. If everything goes smoothly, you call commit to save the changes. But if an error pops up or you change your mind, you call rollback to undo everything since the last commit. By default, SQLite operates in auto-commit mode, which means each individual SQL statement is automatically saved right after it runs. But if you want to group multiple commands together, you can start a transaction. During this time, changes are held in a temporary state. You only save them permanently with commit or discard them with rollback. Using commit and rollback in Python is a smart way to manage your database. It helps you avoid partial updates or corrupt data if something unexpected happens. For example, if you're transferring money between accounts, you want to make sure both accounts are updated together. If one update fails, you can use rollback to cancel everything and keep your data consistent. So remember, commit saves your changes for good and rollback cancels them if needed. This control over transactions keeps your data safe and your application running smoothly. Whether you're building a small app or a large system, mastering these commands is key to reliable database management with SQLite in Python.